Welcome back. I know you've been waiting for this. We're back on the F1 cart. I think I'm gonna re-tackle the front end. As much as like I want to continue doing something else, it's giving me like anxiety a little bit. Just to think about how I'm going to adjust the front end in this thing. Because once I build a bar that goes from here to there, like an anti-intrusion bar, any adjustments you make to the suspension after that is essentially gonna change too much of the geometry. So what I'm gonna try and do is make these heim joints on the outside, have a bend in them so they go straight parallel onto the frame, so any adjustment you make comes straight in and out and it doesn't affect the width of it.
90% of the time I have no idea what the f I'm talking about.
Sacrifice our welding table just a little bit here. So which one's halfway? Halfway is actually in between. And how far is 21? 21 actually lands on a hole though. So it's gonna go something like this, where these ones are just gonna make a bend and then into that one. That way they're parallel to the chassis. So when you adjust them, they're actually gonna be the same width apart the whole time. So the tabs on the chassis are gonna be the same width. I'm going to mount these vertical this time, so up this way. All the Formula 1000 and Formula cars that I've ever seen all have the heim joints this way. I'm just gonna flip them up vertical just because it's gonna be easier to mount it that way. So we're gonna start bending up a bar. Goes to here, and then this is actually set to like a 20-degree angle because the lower part of the Miata knuckle is just at a 20-degree angle. So we're gonna try and intersect this bar at the same height this bottom piece is, and then we'll end up plating this in a little bit just to give it some extra rigidity. A lot of wind for a lot of Kyle. Let's start bending, I guess. All right, first line we bent at a 50-degree angle as the heater comes on. Something like that. Might not be super performance, and this bend might be a little bit weak, but I will brace it across the two. I haven't tested this, so if it doesn't fit, I look like an idiot. Well, it's not gonna fit on that side, but good thing if I flip it over, it might fit on the other side. It doesn't. How did I manage that, Kyle? The angle is just way too much for the dangle. Maybe we'll get closer if I set it up like this. That's probably about as close as we're gonna get with the compound angles of it angled up this way and then angled obviously on the bar this way. I can't get my hole saw to do what I want it to do. So I gotta do it by hand, and we're just gonna tack this one in place. And then we're gonna put a plate on the top of this anyways to help further strengthen it. But that'll be what we use to for our push rod suspension, I think, that plate. We got everything else in place, and now our center brace hopefully fits in there. It does not. Not good. I might have to take one of the heim joints out to be able to slip this thing in. Now it should just slip right in. No lube. There, that might be a better lower control arm than what we had. It might be a little bit on the wide side, but whatever. I just tackled it flat just to test a theory. I don't know if this is actually gonna be enough for us to turn our wheel all the way. So I'm gonna put the steering knuckle back on. This is just tacked in place, like I said. We're just gonna see if our geometry worked out. Well, I don't think revision 1 turned out like I planned it to. I might have to make this A-arm a bit narrower. Shoot. All right, new jig. I moved the holes from here to here, which should essentially move our line from the bar from roughly this to this line right here. It's pretty light, you can't see it. But that gives us like an extra, I don't know, 12 inches right here of movement. And it's going to put the controller back out where it needs to be. So I'm not really a math guy.
I am not really a math guy.
I kind of just have to build it and then fail at it and then rebuild it better the next time. That's just how I do it.
That's stupid. Use your common sense.
Anyways, it's gonna fit in here something like this. And like that. These aren't perfectly in a matchup just because of the angle that it's at. I'm gonna plate this in after. So anyways, here's version 1 versus version 2. We got our outer tie rod a little bit further out like we wanted to, and we narrowed it up a little bit so you can see how much more clearance there is for the wheel right here. That should be enough. All right, let's get this old wall off, put the new one on. We've got the front one tack welded into place. It's a bit of an angle, but sure. It's kind of unfortunate, but I'm gonna put another bar upright from here to here, and then from here, maybe just from here to here, and that's where our A-arms are gonna go. Yeah, I gotta redo this one a little bit. I kinda didn't get it good. All right, that upright is welded in over there. Our AR fits like this. It actually fits a lot better. The tire is a little bit rotated upside down. But that is essentially how it's gonna fit. I think I might build the upper one. I'm not sure. I might build the lower one or the upper one. But I'm going to eat something first because I'm hungry. I look like a MLB player with my hair like this. Major League Butt Ball. I'm going to make the upper control arm a little bit shorter, so I'm not going to use this hole. I'm going to use, I'm going to drill a hole, but I'm going to use this row and drill a hole right here, and that little offset should help with our caster adjustment. That should be our upper one. Actually, it's actually flipped upside down and there's no crossbar in it, but I'm going to try and tack weld it on the cart just to make sure it fits before permanently mounting it and being like, oh, I did that one wrong too. Seems to be the theme of the themes going on around here lately. It appears somewhere along the way I've got the camber wrong. And I even screwed these ones all the way in on the jig, thinking I would have to extend this arm because I used a shorter hole. I used this hole for the top arm and this one for the bottom one, so the distance there, this one, however, was at a slant. But yeah, I somehow got that wrong. What I'm gonna try and do to rectify this is just screw these upper ones in all the way, see where it puts our upper bar, and then go from there. Obviously I hate doing stuff 2 times, but what's doing it 2 times if you don't do it 3 times? Only I can possibly do for these upper arms is cut ½ inch off each side of this upper piece. All right, attempt number 2 gets us a lot closer to where we need to be. I think that is going to work good. Our camber is, I don't know, it's there. It's only supposed to be like 3.5 degrees, I think. And we have some caster in there as well, as you can tell, because we offset the top and the bottom ones. We just need to put our brace across here to match the bottom one. And actually, before I make that brace from here to here, I should really see where that push rod suspension goes. That is a smart idea. Always thinking. Upper side 2 done. I even remember to cut them off a little bit shorter this time. Should be the exact same as this one, except offset the other way. Hog Jogger Dan's here in jeans, which is weird. He's gonna try and get us a mount for our steering. We're just gonna run one hind joint from here to hold the steering, and then a steering shaft straight, so you get the best steering feel, because Dan says feel means something.
You gotta feel something, right?
Gotta feel something.
No matter how small it is.
And then we're gonna need a piece of 3/4 shaft. I think that's, and I'm working on the second steering. Yeah, you're just gonna go like this. And if we need to, we can brace it, like, I don't know, build a brace on that. We're only gonna be able to run 2 pedals though, unfortunately, so the steering shaft's gonna go from here between your legs, and then we're gonna be a brake and a throttle, so it's gonna be like a hand clutch or something. It's gonna, yeah, exactly like that. What it's gonna end up being like. Oh, you filming me?
Whenever something doesn't work, what do you do?
Grind it! Order DD Speed Shop, you get out the grinder at. Dan, can you fit a V10 in a Miata?
Apparently.
A little bit. Viper engine, Miata, no big deal. Work it, work it.
Come on. It's like a big wrecking ball.
A big what?
A wrecking ball.
We actually went on an adventure to try and find some fuses for the mini lathe because I blew them all. Because every time it like catches, it just blows the fuse. We need it so we can make this steering shaft piece.
Operator error.
Operator error, that's me. Out of curiosity, will this fit? All right, out of curiosity, will this fit through that line joint, I wonder? Why does a piece of 3/4 pipe not fit in a 3/4 hind joint? This seems to happen to me every time. This is stupid. I wonder if it's just a coating on this stuff. I know the aluminum one fits in there. Oh no, look at that. The only fuse like this that we could find was actually 2 amp, and it's supposed to be 5, so let's see how long this lasts. But we have to machine this piece down right here to fit inside of our piece right here, and then we'll just weld it, and then the steering quick release adapter will be welded to this piece right here. And that's basically direct steering. So let's see how long that fuse lasts. The 1 amp one lasted about, I don't know, 3 seconds. Close enough. Alrighty, this piece should go into this piece, hopefully. There we go. It's kind of on the low side. It's kind of steering, but it's slipping, so. All right, let's get some tack welds on this. Okay, it's tack welded in place. This is either gonna be really awesome or really not awesome. No in-betweens. Okay, can't get the quick release to work that well. The up and down slop is a little shit, so we might have to add another U-joint, but so if that's the center of the steering rack right there, if I go lock, that's how much turn we have there. I think we're good. Look at that go. Look at us go, baby. That's all, it only goes like one. It only goes like, so you put this hand on the other side, like a 180, plus a little bit more. Oh, I didn't have the steering rack centered. I think we're gonna be fine either way. I might have to make like a cartridge style bearing for this or something. Something that I can stabilize it. Second lower control arm is in. We're gonna put the upper one in. We just need 4 more tabs because we added 2 more heim joints to this whole system. There used to be 1 less heim joint on the top, basically. Our bolts are actually 5/8, super overkill. I wish I wouldn't have used them. I wish I would have found a better supplier for heim joints prior to doing this with some like misalignment spacers and stuff, but it is what it is for now. We're gonna open these up to 5/8, use those, built a little bit beefy, it's okay. Revision 1. If we do this again, it's going to be a fucking V8 or a rotary with a turbo on it. It's gonna make like 400 horsepower and it's gonna be stupid silly. So let's just hope I don't enjoy this too much so we won't have to build that. And after like 30 hours of work and redesign, did it. We didn't get any further than we were before. Great. We had the steering hooked up, that's pretty cool, but now we don't have one side of the steering because I did steal those heim joints to put on the A-arms because we had 2 more heim joints. Great. So what do you think? How's it look? What are you thinking?
What am I talking about?
The cart. What do you think?
Close the door. Which door? The door to the microwave.
You have 2 things here I could tell you about.
True, you didn't get to see the Mustang very much, did you? Did you see it at all? I think you did.
I've seen some of it. I think I remember telling you that you have a very clean engine bay.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. But what about this? This is what we're talking about right now.
Oh. What did you change? It's definitely sitting on its own tires since the last time I saw it. Looks good.
I changed the whole front arms. These are all different. This one and this one.
And they work now?
Steering now?
Oh?
Well, on one side.
Shit. Look at you go. Nice rack.
Thanks. I had to steal the heim joints of this rod to put on the top.
To make it to work here?
So I ordered some more and then I'll have full steering. We're going to push it outside and get a thumbnail.
Show them what's on the other side of this.
That's all no big deal. It's only your torque converter there. First things first, I have to resuspend this. So what I've been doing to get around not having shocks, because no suspension in it yet. I ordered more heim joints. They should be here in the next couple days to build the shocks.
What's going on now? Oh no. Sorry?
Yeah, I'm getting in it. Does it look cool? It looks cool.
Make a race car noise.
I guess I could fire it up too.
That was a video.
Oh, was it? Do we just have to make adjustable pedals for you?
Or I just need platform shoes, one or the other. It's so bright right now. I feel like I'm like incognito. I can't see shit with the sun though.
I know. You like don't even fit in there at all.
No, where's your pedals gonna be?
You can move like bend yourself in the knees.
Perfect napping space.
Perfect napping. Bend your knees. Put them right there somewhere.
Okay, come on. Definitely, like, I could never drive it. This is not comfortable for me.
Make the steering wheel longer, that's all.
Huh?
Make the steering wheel longer.
But even the angle of the back is not.
That's just bad.
For me personally, I don't know. And my my tailbone does not like this seat.
I'd make a replaceable seat so you can get in it.
Okay.
It looks fast, if it ever works. The plan is to make it work, I guess. It all started because I want to make this electric one faster. So this was electric at one point with the 420cc engine on the back of it, this big old wing. It got a little bit faster, I think it did like 50 kilometers an hour. The engine's just stock. And I was like, oh, let's build one size bigger. Yep. And then we got our turbo lawnmower as well. Steering shaft fell off it. I gotta put some idler gears in that one, and that one should be able to run again. And a bigger brake. Am I crazy?
Just as crazy as me.
Okay, deal.
Yeah.
See, this is like where half my garage space goes, just
From all the other
storing the other
projects.
shit. Alright, that's it for this video. I'm gonna power through my taxes now. See you guys in the next one. Peace easy. Get heavy.